EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll run with Montgomery. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree from 6 yards away. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Prescott now from the 50. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Before Baltimore takes their first snap on this next drive, I'm just looking at their schedule coming up. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 there, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That's an excellent run right there on 2nd and long. Didn't get back all of it, schedule and trying to pick up a first down.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson now. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And some room to run now. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. He got 29 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cowboys have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now Prescott. Rolling to his right. And that's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there. And it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, it's Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Jones. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And that was a nice strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Switching gears for a second to look at the NFL slate. You know, the bye weeks are now over, Charles. And if you had to pinpoint a couple of teams that are surprising you right now with where they're at, who would that be?
Well, I didn't think Washington would be in first place this late in the year, and they're still hanging in there. But 2 teams that really jump out at me. How about the run the Indianapolis Colts are on right now? And how well Andrew Luck is playing the quarterback position. We don't talk about that enough. They could very well win the AFC South with the play they're playing right now. And how about the Denver Broncos? That was a gutsy win at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are still hanging in there, still hopeful for a wild card spot.
Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Prescott on first down. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hurns, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Now Jackson fights off the defender. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cowboys have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 488. 26.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. Look, my dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Here we go, kill.
Prescott now. Dancing to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Jackson on second down. Big hold of the 30. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Michael Crabtree with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And now here come the Cowboys. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here you go.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Prescott from the gun forward. It's caught right side, turns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
Hey, Sweat. You go 46. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
You go 46. You go 46. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cooper again the target. Third down here. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10.
Here we go. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at the 31-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go 46. 46. Here we go 46. Go, go, go. Get out there. Get out there. 26.
Prescott now on second down. He hits Beasley right side. And on the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
First down, Prescott. Now he's forced out right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
A first down carry by Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They keep on the ground with Elliott. A gain of 3, second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run with Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is what...
It got his man complete. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Again, Jackson. Flush to his right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this for both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Forced out to his left. Airing it, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They go play action here on first down. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and goal. Here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the fourth. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on fourth and goal. They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on fourth and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on fourth down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, that looked like...
all of my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Nah, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all when I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of views in the steer. I hate a dude with no plans. Now I'm usually get near. Oh, my ex a hung man. Cause I'm the movement in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to all my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in it like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. The gun has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We live like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talking loud, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix of Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that, don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a padded walls. Mean, I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. You just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No poker eyes, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start. At the 12-yard line. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, here's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Brees. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Try to pound it in, Camara. And they'll get him down here about the 5-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On the ground, Camara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 48 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run here with Freeman. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kevin Coleman, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And it's up and good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Grady Jarrett getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Now Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play. Holding him no gain.
Hey, yeah, hey, so you want to get the little apple things or you want cookies?
Oh, no, the apples for sure.
On third down, Ryan steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got it, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the
yeah, that's fine, bro. Yeah.
A big gain of 39.
Now, you know what? No, that's cool. Just get a small thing of ice cream because it's just going to be me and you, I think.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I can't hear you.
He's not very far along. He's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with
your phone paid now, bro.
First down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator.
Hey, call me.
In this situation, it's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
And they do
Hello?
get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will be out of bounds here. It will turn out to be the final play of this.
Oh, yeah, hands down.
Yeah. What time did the first play start?
6:30.
All right, cool. All right, that's a bit. Well, I'll be there.
Okay, that's a bit, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here, back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On this one, losing yardage to the 7. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. So a field goal try here on fourth down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bryant's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does him no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And Watson has it right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Breeze hands to Ingram. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Breeze drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Marshall, 47 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. Oh, a 360. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Atlanta Falcons, Charles, with that loss last week against New Orleans, they're now knocked out of the division race. It would have been a long, tough road regardless. But with all the injuries they've had on defense, and we've discussed this, it was going to be a tough stretch for them anyway.
It certainly was, and they didn't help their cause in the game because despite those injuries, despite the fact key players weren't on the field, they still moved the ball pretty darn well. They ended up losing 3 fumbles inside the Saints' 20, 4 turnovers overall. That's what cost you a chance to win a ball game because they played them pretty tough. Just hurt themselves when they had an opportunity to get the ball in the end zone.
And Matt Ryan, their leading rusher, but only 16 yards. The team had 26 rushing yards combined.
Say that one more time. Who's the leading rusher?
Matt Ryan.
That tells you all you need to know about that game.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
12.
This time Ryan will throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. With that incompletion, let's look forward to the rest of the NFL season. You know, a lot of people say the season doesn't really get exciting till after Thanksgiving. Well, what are you looking forward to in the month of December?
I do like that expression because each sport has its own, doesn't it? Teams that are in first place July 4th in baseball, that's who's going to win the division, right? That's one of the old adages. We go on and on, but for me, this is what I'm going to look forward to. The NFC East could be a 3-team race. How about the revival of the Chicago Bears? And last but not least, the AFC West is controlled by Kansas City, but the sleeper team, the Los Angeles Chargers. Keep an eye on them.
Yeah, they're knocking on the door with just 3 losses. KC with 2.
Gun! 20! Get up! Gun!
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Finding room inside the 40. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, 52 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Breeze now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. CD, looking back to Thanksgiving, we had the typical triple header. Did you enjoy while digesting the turkey and pie?
I certainly did, and I think I'm still digesting the turkey and pie. But, you know, you have the traditional ones. You have the Lions who host and the Cowboys who host, and the Lions hosted the Bears this year. And despite the fact the Bears didn't have their starting quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, how about what Chase Daniel did? They went in there and took the measure of the Lions for the 2nd time in a 3-game span. And then the Cowboys against Washington. I thought that was a terrific game, and Dallas got a much-needed win.
Yeah, Amari Cooper with 2 touchdowns, and all of a sudden they're sitting atop the NFC East.
Yeah, they're tied with Washington, and they split their season series. So a lot of football left to be played in that division. And, of course, we finished it all up. Atlanta at New Orleans, and how strong and how hot are the Saints?
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage loss, but gain a few extra.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Demario Davis there on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, stop! Get out!
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. They'll roll him out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flush to his right, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll make it third down. Throwing now is Breeze. Trying to and a big loss here as he's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. The final shot before half for Breeze. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Breeze to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 63 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Who that to the house?
Third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That incompletion has me thinking, Phillip Rivers last week, I know you saw this. You were working, but he only threw one of those that we just saw. One incompletion the entire game. His first 25 passes were complete.
It was so much fun because I actually saw a highlight, cut up. They put all of them together, one after the other. 25 straight. Mark Brunell had the record previously, 22 straight for Washington in 2006. He goes 28 of 29. And I don't know about you, but that almost sounds more impressive than if he's totally perfect for the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's got that one blemish, right?
That one blemish really sets it apart and lets you know what he did. 96.6 completion percentage. Good luck trying to break that record, people.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long.
Hey, Tuesday. On!
3rd and long. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan connects with Sanu right side. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him over-reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Breeze now. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Benjamin Watson from 6 yards away. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. Shotgun now for Breeze. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And Watson has it right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Flushed out right. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Freeman with a fast feet. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Hey, let's go.
Now it's Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. They'll run it with Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have broken our tie. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football?
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, Breeze eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Ryan to throw. He's going to fire one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And here's Lewis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.